Hello, this is Divine Sunshine, and welcome to Divinely Speaking Unplugged. Today's topic is expectations can kill your vibe. Have you ever had expectations about something to happen a certain way or for a person to act a certain way in a situation? And you notice that sometimes when you have those expectations, those people cannot meet that high standards or the way that you say, well, if I did it, it would have came out this way. And if I would have done it, I would have done X, Y, and Z. A lot of times when we use that expectations, we set a bar sometimes so high that no one can be able to achieve it. Sometimes when we have those expectations, we stop people from allowing them to show up the way in which they want to, or maybe go beyond what we had even expected. The usage of expectations, especially on the twin flame journey, is a vibe killer. And we know it's everything that's about vibrations and frequency. And a lot of times it's very hard for us to go into that mindset where we are actually releasing and allowing for things and spirit and source and the person or the situation to show up in the way in which is for our highest good, or at the time that we are able to accept. Sometimes we ask for things and we really are not holding space or not allowing ourselves to be able to receive that very thing in even the state of the expectation that we expect it to. So sometimes we ask for things that we really are not ready, not in our mindset, not really in our physical space, not even in our energy field. Sometimes those things that we're expecting to happen a certain way really are going beyond what we are really, maybe even financially, they're bringing to me, or ready for too as well. Maybe we want a certain thing, we want to do a certain thing, but however, maybe our money isn't right. Where we are financially isn't right. We're not able to receive that. We're not able to maintain that very thing. So we have to think about, when we're talking about expectations, what's the reasons for why we're setting that expectation? What is it that we're expecting? Are we expecting the person to act out of character, or expect them to do something that they are really not programmed to do? We just know we're just banking on their potential and saying that, hey, they can do this because I just know that they can. But can they? Can they really truly show up the way? Or if you're putting yourself in their shoes and saying, yeah, it was me, I know I can do X, Y, and Z. We have to full stop ourselves from doing that, expecting because we believe or we see something, or we're going on either past relationships, past way of things happening, and it's always happened that way, so I know you can do it that time. We have to also watch the expectations that we put even on ourselves as they bring it to me. Sometimes we expect ourselves to act a certain way, and sometimes we could have pulled it back then, but maybe now, different circumstances, different people, different time, and so now we can't even do that. A lot of times when we set expectations, it's something, again, that we are projecting or forwarding or throwing off on others, and we get upset because, again, it's something that maybe we couldn't do, but we were expecting the others to come through for us because we couldn't. And we have to watch that. Again, as my grandmother always used to say, the only one that you can depend on is self. Man will fail. And if you always come up with that kind of expectations of knowing that, again, that the only one that I can count on is team me, and sometimes you will even fail your own self, we can't really expect for others to really go and raise the bar or go beyond that bar. All right, so I just wanted to come and give you that advice about how expectations kills the vibration. It kills for your person or anybody to be able to show up in a manner that will maybe even surprise you. Next time when you have those expectations, make sure that you do it in a way that you leave it open. Surrender to the moment. Surrender to the power of just being present, and then letting, just going with the flow, and then letting things to kind of feel that void or fill in that blank. That's truly where the magic happens, where we leave that opening and that gap so things can come and show up the way to for our highest good and what we are really ready and prepared to receive. All right, then, if you were interested in getting a personal reading, you could go to divineunisols11.co. Also, I have now revamped my AshantiWellnessCenter.com for your needs. If you want to have that quantum healing through hypnosis, make sure you shoot over there to see. We can do it in various ways to find answers about the patterns that are happening, rather we're going into the past or we're looking at things now, either looking at things sexually, why things are occurring with you, or we're looking at things as far as patternings that may not have to be with you. It might be because it's just ancestral. We can look at it and seeing about why is it, looking at past relationships and patterns as well. So I went into there and I revamped it because, again, with the hypnosis is more so about going into the Akashic records. It's also going back into your subconscious and your highest self and asking the questions, and really anything goes because they have the answers, and anything that you're seeking answers to, you will be able to get your answers to through going through using one of those techniques that I have. So please come over there at AshantiWellnessCenter.com and check it out. Also, you can check me on Divinely Speaking Unplugged, where I have my morning drive or any other kind of readings as well for the collective. If you're interested in that for twin flames or just people on the journey just trying to be divine, make sure you check that out too on the YouTube channel. All right, as always, go out there and shine. Thank you for listening and finding me, and stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Nama Go.